Oh man, the oh man, it's really loud oxygen machine. Both of them are dying. They're breaking down. They're old. So I got some updates. My computer has been spirited away by the magic PC man. In a good way. He's going to try to fix it. Um, so that's happening. I'm doing my homework and doing more shopping. Not really shopping, more like window shopping where you're looking at stuff. Um, I was still trying to figure out what to do with the background and decided as a break because it was stressing me out so bad because I'm a perfectionist. I want to get all the details right. I don't want to regret the purchase, right? I'm trying to get my money's worth. Um, I haven't I haven't asked to commission it yet though. I should probably do that soon. I have a feeling usually when I always think something it's going to happen. Um, I have a feeling that it's going to close soon and I don't want that to happen. Whatever. Um, so I went scrolling on DeviantArt, typed in commission info to see, what art I like, and then look at their information, add it to my list, my egregiously long list of artists I want to commission. And I stumbled upon somebody who every now and then you'll notice an artwork, and you go like, "Is that a VTuber?" I don't recognize the VTuber, but I'm getting VTuber vibes. Um, Usually you can tell very clearly when it's a VTuber model because they're in like not T pose, but more of like pose. The default pose of just being an upside down T or a deflated T. An upside down Y? I don't know how. Their arms are down and it looks like it's a pose. It's a pose. Idol Genta pose. Um, so I clicked on it, and they do a wide range of art, mainly of which I saw was furry. And I went, oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's, I'm not shopping for a model or anything or a model art. I always tell myself I'm gonna do it myself one day. And that day I will be like addicted to the art and I will never, ever, ever stop like making models. Like I said, I want children. um, so I looked at their information and I really like this website. I don't think it's on Fur Affinity or Fur Affinity. The furry website. I thought it was on that, but I think it's their own website. They designed it really nice. It has a calculator and everything, so you can get a pretty accurate, if not spot on, like pricing situation. And oh my God, guys, I want 3 models for the price of what they're going for. But I don't need it. But I want it. But I don't need it. But I wanted to be a furry. But I don't need it. I can be an imp. What about a pony? Wait, I can do my own art too. I am losing my shit. And it's the mouth movement that you guys love, or at least I love. I mean, we all love this little mouth movement. Meh. Right? This is a pretty good standard mouth movement. Very expressive, very nice. Simplistic. You could tell when I stop smiling. You could tell when I am smiling. You can't tell when I'm mad. Oh, you kind of can. Bad example. So I always love expressions, especially when they're absurd or over the top or derpy. That adds character. Just the simple flappy flap doesn't do it for me. Nah. Not happening. So they have 3 tiers, and the first tier is basically just this. Just very simple, open mouth, and no head range, but you can move side to side. This has a full head range. So that would be tier 2. My Kitten Genta right now would be semi tier 2, semi tier 3, because I can do that thing. That, I don't know what that's called, like, I'm smug. Hey, I'm smug. That is considered like one of the new features, but now they have like individual brow movements. Like mine both connect, right? It used to be that also you couldn't, if like you blinked, but now you can wink, but that's an old feature, but they had to, beta days. So tier 3 is idle genta mouth movement. It's a little bit pricey, but it is worth it in my opinion, because I found somebody for a long time. I've been following them. I haven't been on TikTok recently, but they almost made me want to shell out some serious money, because I love their art style. I love the physics engine. They do the full body, everything in the mouth, the expressions. Beautiful. And that's what this furry artist, not just furry artists, they are so multi-dexterous. You can pick your style. Usually artists are like, don't ask me to do somebody else's style. This artist, oh hell yeah, you can custom get it, or you can get a template, which I can only assume is like a quicker manufacturer, right? You can see that it's kind of like a base model, but they still add enough like personal touch to it that it's, I would say, really worth it. My only thing is the base package didn't look like it had the mouth movement arrange that I wanted. Like, I don't care about anything else. Expressions, animations, no. I just want my mouth movement to be glorious. So, on that note, I'm looking into it. I think I'm gone manic. I'm like manically shopping, manically working, manically trying to put everything together. Oh no. It's not a healthy place to be in. It's really not a healthy place to be in, because I literally got so overwhelmed. I felt like a baby, and I had to take like my HCL. It's a different version of my night meds, but I call it the green pill. It's meant for anxiety and stress, which I really should just be taking an Ativan, and I thought it was stupid that I took the green pill, but I was worried the Ativan would make me more relaxed to the point where I'd go back to bed, and there goes my sleep schedule. Oh no. I'm just addicted to having multiple babies of me. I have 3 models, not counting the 3D models. 3D models don't count. Those are, man. I'm getting a good understanding of Vroid outfit design, and it's really not difficult. So if anything, if I can't get 2D children, I should be able to like sell clothes maybe. Not for like not more than $1. Whatever's the lowest price, almost free. I'll have to design them properly and not just, idle master copies. But my computer has fled away, and I don't have it for right now, so I can't. I really need to make a texture atlas or something where you can have it all on mobile or on an iPad, because the whole problem is you need Vroid Hub on the PC to edit the textures of the clothes, because Vroid Mobile, I think, doesn't allow that at all. Yeah, it doesn't have those capabilities. It's a very like refined palette. You can't get much variety. Also, speaking of which, does anybody who uses Vroid Hub or Vroid in general, when you export your model and put it on your Vroid Hub account and then you download it and it's like a VRM, how do you get it to be not a VRM but a Vroid file? Because apparently you export it as a different kind of file that you can't re-import. Or maybe that's the new version. I have no idea. But I've been struggling. I messed up her skin tone, and now her face is a completely different skin color, and I don't know how to fix it. I made a boopsie doops. I'm like, okay, well, this would be easy if I could just have my old model be plug and played, you know? Oh, well. Anyway, it's been interesting. Man, knowing I have a very reasonably priced rigger on standby, because I asked, it's closed right now, and I'm like, don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Don't talk about putting a down payment. You haven't gotten anything to give them yet. I'm just manically wanting to buy things. Oh no. That's never a good idea. It doesn't help that my mom's like, well, if you ever want to get anything, this is the time to do it. And also, other side of me that's not an impulse shopper ever, because I always regret everything I buy that's more than, like, I don't know, $50. Heck, I even regret buying chocolate. And you can't return those. I have buyer's regret and, like, buyer, like, frenzy. I don't know. I'm really good at just keeping it in, but it does negative damage to myself, so I'm just kind of, like, sitting on the couch, kind of twitching. I'm like, I want it, I want to work. I start doodling, I start sketching, and then I get overwhelmed. Like, I really, really need to be on ADHD meds again. This is getting absurd. I just have not wanted to push that, because I think ever since I started trying the ADHD meds, my monthly has not been regular. Female biology, for those not acquainted. I, for some reason, little TMI, for some reason, am just, I don't want to say it, female hygiene. I'm getting the opposite of what a period should give you, and I'm like, am I supposed to tell somebody? Because, like, this is normal, but this is obsessive. Like, I need a period, not whatever the fuck this is. So I'm legit starting to wonder, am I going into early menopause? Because you can. That's something that can happen. You can go into early menopause in your 20s. It's like a freak condition. I wouldn't mind, honestly. I mean, mom's over here with menopause, and I'm like, I hate you. You don't feel my pain anymore, woman. But yeah, that's about all I got. At least this. Yeah, did I stream yesterday? I did, didn't I? Yeah. By the way, for anybody that wasn't in the Discord that wondered what the streaming situation thing was about, so I'm streaming on my phone using the Streamlabs app, and it has a really stupid system software that when it connects with YouTube, when you end it on the application, it doesn't tell YouTube, because you're basically just, sliding up if you have an iPhone and closing the application, because it really doesn't have a real turn off. I mean, it says stop recording, but then you're like, okay, now what do I do? It doesn't look like it stopped because I have my iPad and it's like still live. No, it's not still live. It's a glitch. It's a weird glitch that makes it look like I've been live for 6 hours. And then it saves as the appropriate amount of time, with some chunks missing. Yeah, those jump cuts, I didn't do them. That was just latency. I am just tempted to do, instead of not doing a screen capture, just doing a video capture, so where you would see my camera or something. But that is at risk for face reveals. I mean, at this point, I have contemplated seriously on going on my old account of YouTube and just trying the VTuber thing again over there, but very freely. Like, I already basically have a PNG for it, and it looks exactly like me IRL. Because I've always felt guilty with Genta, because I've made friends, and I don't know who the friends are, like in real life, because that doesn't matter. It's like if we connect, we connect, and if we hang out, we hang out. If we talk, we talk. But some of my acquaintances, some of my friends, people I trust, mi familia, they are actually people of color, and Genta is very, well, she's a cookie cat. Did I ever explain the Genta lore? Like, how she got made? I feel like I did once. I was trying to model her in the beginning as like Harajuku fashion, not the tan thing they do where everybody looks like a weird Donald Trump. No. It was like some of the girls must have been tanning because it doesn't make sense otherwise. There's not like very many people of color in Japan. But damn, are they pretty when they are. Oh my gosh. Instagram models. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I think most people know IRL Genta is not that kind of skin tone. I am very actually pale. But some people have thought that, oh, because Genta is a fair skin type that I must be. And I'm not. And I've always felt guilty because, you know, everyone's so sensitive these days about, you know, why do you do this? Why does it look like that? What's going on? Like, cancel culture, basically. Like, I'm just that dingaling that I remember I went over to a friend's and we were playing the first, was it the first Splatoon? It was the first Splatoon. She made me buy a Wii U, man. She didn't make me, but anyways, you could design your character very loosely. And I was like, oh, skin tones. This is like the normal skin tones didn't look quite enough pale for like normal for me. And then I went, oh, the darker skin tones. And I kept going. And then I got semi in the middle and I went, oh my God, I love her. And then I named her, what did I name her? She was my Splatoon OC for so long. I loved her. It was something super pretty and unique. What was her name? But that started it for me. I was like, wow, skin tone doesn't matter, and it can be fun and pretty and just wide range. And then once I started drawing more of my like Splatoon character, I just really started enjoying any like skin color that wasn't pale white, because I don't know if you artists relate, but when your character has very fair skin or hair that is white, shading them becomes really difficult. They come out orange, they come out yellow, they come out completely void, like they're pure white, and you're like, I can't find the sweet spot somehow, right? They're either too pink, they're too yellow, they're too, it's just like a nightmare. But with like darker skin tones, shading them is so nice, and it's less stressful, and it's so much more pretty and subtle, and just so pretty and subtle and nice. I love it. Anything that makes me less stress, I love it. And so, you know, from then on forth, most of my like OCs were like not fair skin. What is it called? What's the opposite of fair skin? Colored skin? Oh, that just sounds gross. Everything is beautiful except my skin tone. I can't color me. It's impossible. I look like a dolphin. I think it's just my limited art capacity. I've been trying to like practice anatomy more often. One of the tricks actually kind of worked, where you just kind of draw a triangle and then another triangle, and I'm like, but isn't there supposed to be like wavy circle, then like hip circle, or like what? Because I've tried doing it the ways I was taught in like my how to draw manga class. No? Sorry, I thought I remembered her name. Kasaya! That's her name. I wanted to say Cassandra, and I'm like, no, that's not her name. Kasaya! Oh, my baby girl! Kasaya, how could I forget you? Oh man, the Splatoon days were so nice. I used to do super cheap commissions that were basically requests for like points. If you had like a Splatoon OC, I got really good at learning how to shade because of Kasaya, and then learning how to shade not hair but the, I don't want to say tentacles, but that's what they are. They're tentacle hair. They're suction cup hair. Oh man, those were really nice days. I still go on like my old DeviantArt and I keep checking to see if one day one of my DeviantArt friends will come back from the dead, because I love their art and they were so nice, and I should have paid them for everything they just gifted me, and I kept gifting them stuff, and it was a wonderful relationship. And now DeviantArt looks like a potato in the bad way. Anyways, why did I start talking about this? Oh, commissioning art. I'm addicted. I am so addicted. Man, I'm so afraid of gaining a really good skill that I get jittered away from it. Like, the amount of times I've been drawing and then within a minute, like before it used to be a half hour to an hour, and then that would be like, I'm more, too stressed or fed up and perfectionistic. But now within a minute, like I get really far really fast in a pretty decent sketch that I'm like, I haven't been practicing. I've been watching a lot of art videos, but I haven't been practicing. But somehow the little bit of like improvement squeezes onto the paper sometimes. And I'm like, wow, I can do this. And then within a minute I go, but if I can do this, I'll have to keep improving. And then if I keep improving, I'm going to want to keep doing this. And then when I keep doing this, I'm going to get better. And then if I get better, it'll take longer. And then it'll be more detailed. And then I'm going to learn things. And then landscaping. And then details. And all right, I'm done. That's my brain right now. I am scattered to the wind. I need some kind of like stabilizer going on. You know what? I should just take half of Ativans, because my mom did genetic testing. She looked more into it because I had genetic testing to see, because I was given like SSRIs for like sleep and depression, and it was always in the wrong order. Like, here's an antidepressant for sleep, and here's a sleep aid for like depress anything. It didn't do well. It didn't do well at all. Anyway, she did some looking, and it's like, oh, this makes a lot of sense, considering, like, my dad's side of the family, like, my grandpa basically is exactly like me, the one that passed away, that I never got to meet. I've told stories about that before. I don't know where they would be. I don't know. I've been doing a lot. I've also been trying to edit clips and make stuff like, clip compilations or stuff out of context. I keep getting sporadically busy, and then I get so jazzed up that it scares me and I need to run around, but I'm stuck in the house. I've been everywhere in the house. It's like not much of an outlet because I can't go on my trampoline, and I've been scared away from my trampoline because I'm afraid of people seeing me. And I'm like, well, duh, you're in the front of the lawn. People are going to be, judgy, even though I've lived here my whole life. It's just, my brain is way too active. It's been used to being in hibernate survive mode for so long that when it does peak up like this, it's a struggle. My neck has gotten better. Though by saying that, I'm probably going to jinx it. I jinx everything. I keep having this knot that's not in my neck. It's like higher than my shoulder blade on my back. Like in between where the base of your neck starts and then your shoulder blade wing. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. But, yeah. My dad got his creams. So he's Mr. like smoke and toke, because nothing else works. And he's never tried CBD creams or like the droppers. He just says like they don't work for me. Well, he never said the creams didn't work for him. And my dad's so sensitive. We brought over a really shitty cream that we didn't even want. We just wanted to see if it would help him. He like put his finger in it and his finger wouldn't stop twitching. That's how much nerve damage he has. He's like, oh, look at it. It's doing a thing. I'm like, that's creepy. Anyways, he got the cream that I'm using, and it actually got rid of his migraine. His migraine medication didn't work. All of his injections didn't work. He put the cream on, and it went away. Granted, it took an hour, but it went away. I need to call my dad more. I just don't like calls. I like going in person. Anyways, this was a weird update. I vomited a bunch of stuff. My phone's about to die, but that's the mind of Genta right now. Everything is in the working mode, but also stuck. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Stay safe, and I'll see you around whenever I try to make the live work again. I'm so glad that wasn't the dance stream I was planning to do, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, bye-bye, guys. See you around. Meow. Where's the thing?